Yo, check it. All right, y'all, AMC, GME, SPY, daily outlook and prediction. Do not miss a second of this update. We're looking at the technicals, fundamentals that make AMC, GME, and SPY go, key levels, and much, much more. We're also looking at cryptocurrency in this video, but let's not waste any more of your precious time. Hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, fam, what is up? You are back for another video of Datazero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and the SPY. This is your daily outlook and prediction. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in and show you all what's going on for today. Let's go ahead and first pop in with GME, show you what's up with GME based off of the technicals. Now, I just want to show you guys the short share data that we have for GME. You can see 2.5 million short shares available to short for GME at 9.77% short interest. AMC sitting at 1.3 million short shares according to Fintel, sitting at 15.46% short interest right now for AMC. Cost of borrow sitting at that 3% level here for AMC, and then cost of borrow still low for GME. Now you can see that short volume has been going absolutely insane for GME stock. They have been shorting a lot, and they are trying to push these stocks down, but they still continue to creep to the upside. Now we're going to go ahead and pop into the technicals real quick and show you what's going on and where I expect GME to go for the rest of this week and for tomorrow. You can see that we have this falling wedge right here. The falling wedge setup is something we talked about extensively on this channel. I told you that the lowest price breaking out of the falling wedge would be that 22.32 level, and that is a key level for GME stock. We want to see this level confirmed as support. That way we can move to the next level of 25.03 and 25.93. So we want to move to that higher range by being able to use that 22.32 level as support. It looks like what happened possibly today is we did confirm that level of support. Now I want to tell you some things, the good and the bad. You can see that we do have these gap fills to the downside for GME stock that we want to be aware of. These gap fills are marked here at these levels that you can see here, marked in turquoise. About 22.19 and 22.12 is where the gap fills are sitting, so we do want to be aware of those. But right now we mostly have gap fills to the upside, and we do have that macro gap fill of $70, which is on the macro time frame. And if we did break $30 and hold it as support, that's when we could start heading to those higher levels. Now what we're looking at right now as traders and investors is again confirming that 22.32 level as support. It looks like we did that potentially today, and if we can break above about 23.10 using that level of support, that's where we can really start to push towards that $25 level. We want to see GameStop back at that $25 level and then ultimately $30. That way, again, so we can really start to move to those higher levels. Once GameStop breaks 30, that's when it really starts to push. And I've showed you guys this time and time again with support and resistance here on GME. Once it breaks above that $30 level, you can see that $30 is right about this level here. You get these big movements to the upside on GME stock once you break above it. And again, that's because shorts are heavily underwater there. We also have gamma ramps, and it's a major level of support and resistance. So I'm expecting GameStop to potentially have a bullish move to the upside. And if we can get a bullish Thursday and Friday, that would be great for setting us up into next week. And next week is the last week of August, which could be a big week for option expirations as well. So we want to be paying attention to that, as things could get crazy around the end of the month. So that's what I'm looking at for GME stock. Levels of support are 22.45 and 22.32. We want to see 22.32 held as support. That way we can start pushing towards that $25 level and then ultimately $30. We're still in an overall uptrend out of this falling wedge, and I believe that will remain intact. Do be aware of the potential gap fills to the downside, which we might have to fill before pushing up towards that $25 range. So that's what I'm looking at for GME stock. Let's go ahead and move into AMC, show you what's going on for AMC. So very importantly for AMC, I've already told you about the macro. Again, weekly MACD green, monthly MACD green, also weekly buy signal. We talk about this weekly buy signal. These are rare signals. These are not signals that come out all the time. They only come out when we have big run-ups to the upside, and we do have that weekly buy signal as well. Now, the important thing for AMC stock that we're really focusing on is volume. Volume has been dropping, and the 200 moving average and 50 moving average. We do have that golden cross here on AMC stock. If you look at the moving averages, you can see that the 50 moving average marked in yellow has crossed over the 200 moving average marked in white. That is a golden cross and a very, very bullish signal. You can also see that we're holding the 200 moving average as support. Now, I told y'all, if we can manage to move back towards $5.25, $5.50, $6 with the 200 moving average underneath us, instead of acting as resistance, we can literally start moving to the upside. Why? Because we don't have that roof over our head, which has been acting as resistance all of this time. So if we can hold the levels of $5, that is extremely bullish for AMC stock. Now, what I want to see is AMC stock break above 502 and break above the 50 moving average. The 50 moving average is sitting at 505. So we want to see AMC break above 502, confirming that level of support, which is the last level of support before 505. And if we break above 505, that's when AMC can really start to move, and maybe we can get some volume coming in. Now, remember, volume will really just pop out of nowhere, so you really shouldn't be concerned about that. And when volume goes low like this, it's basically like AMC coiling up like a spring. You can even see it here in the Bollinger Bands getting very, very, very constricted. Consolidation leads to a move. It's like a spring. We're coiling up, coiling, and then we're about to get a pop to the upside or the downside. All of the technicals are saying the upside, but I just want everyone to be aware of what possibly could happen. I think we're going to be seeing a move to the upside. Even the analysts, the people that are paid by Goldman Sachs and the hedge funds, are saying that AMC stock is going to go up. If you go ahead and look at Market Beat, you guys can see that Market Beat, even the analysts, again, these people are literally shills, are saying that AMC stock is going to go up, and they have a price target of $6 for AMC stock with a 20% upside. So everyone knows that the fundamentals are improving. I literally went to the movies the other day. The movies are thriving. Ladies and gentlemen, these stocks are turning around. In my personal opinion, they're bottoming on the macro and they're going into an overall uptrend. I believe this is in a consolidation and accumulation range for AMC stock. I believe it's being accumulated, and we're going to see that push to the upside that we're all looking for, based off of the fractal and all of the technicals and improving fundamentals as well. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC. Remember, we want to break above 502, then that 505 level, which is the 50 moving average. If we can use the 50 moving average as support, that's where we could really start to move up. Also, signs that you're going to see AMC start to move if we see a day where the volume starts to increase. You can see that volume has been abysmally low. 9 million, 8 million, 5 million. It's extremely low. Once we see that volume go up, you're really going to start to see AMC move. Plus the ranges that we're in, because the range is so tight that literally once we get above like 525, 515, you're going to start to see a really push to the upside. And we're using all of that previous resistance as support because we'll be above the 200 moving average. So AMC looking good in my personal opinion. Again, when in doubt, zoom out. And of course, patience is key here, as the hedge funds have plenty of time and they want maximum time to accumulate as many shares as possible before that move to the upside that we're all looking for. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC. I know it's been pretty boring and everything with the prices staying the same, but this accumulation is not bad. I know it's slow, it's methodical, but we're building that bullish base so we can make a floor, which will push us to the upside so we can get to these higher levels. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC stock. Let's go ahead and move into SPY and then Bitcoin and then wrap up this video. So SPY overall been tracking very, very well with what we had for the weekly outlook and prediction. I told you all that SPY would be following this white dotted line that we had from the weekly outlook and prediction, moving to the upside and then starting to flatten out and curl down. You can see that SPY does have some bearish divergence. RSI clearly starting to trend to the downside. You can see RSI clearly starting to trend down while price is clearly trending up. That is bearish divergence. I explained it with the example of the daily time frame when we had bearish divergence and we had that major pullback. You can see RSI clearly trending down, price clearly trending up. price will begin to flatten out and then dump to the downside. So that's what we're looking at for SPY, just on the smaller time frames, and it's already starting to flatten out. Bearishness is building on SPY. You can see MACD here on the 4-hour time frame is red. RSI is extremely overbought. SPY has little to no room to run. And I also just dropped a short video as well explaining how the Fed really missed their mark, because we got revisions on some of the numbers showing that the job market was much weaker than we thought it was. And the Fed was sitting there saying we're not cutting rates because the labor market is strong. I believe the Fed is behind the curve and they're actually going to drive us into a hard landing. They're talking about a soft landing. I believe they're going to drive us into a hard landing with these Fed funds rates being high and not being cut. I believe that we're already in a recessionary, depressionary period. The Fed should have been cutting rates, and with them not cutting rates, it's going to drive us down even harder, and that soft landing theory is not going to come to fruition. So I think we are due for something much worse, in my personal opinion. Again, this is not doom and gloom. This is to help you get prepared, because you can make money off of these moves with stocks like SQQQ that go up when the market go down. Also, you can buy the bottoms if we do get a big pull out on a rug pull on stocks, housing market, used car market. You can buy at the bottom and then ride things up to the top. So it's not doom and gloom. Think about how you can make money off of this information and how you can prepare yourself. If you're sitting on a lot of cash during a recession or into a depressionary time, you can use that cash to buy up things and make it to the top. Again, more millionaires are made in the bear markets. So I think that SPY is going to continue to follow my prediction. I told y'all that most likely in the later half of the week, we'll see some bearishness. As far as data drops are concerned, we do have a Fed press conference here that we do have to worry about here on Friday, which is going to be huge. So we want to pay attention to that. And I will be streaming it if it is available to be streamed. Make sure you tune into the live stream for that. But overall, I think SPY is going to be probably topping out. One more push to the upside, probably towards like this 562, 564 region, and then start pulling back to the downside. But I think SPY is capable of one more pop up before pulling back. Again, you do not want to short this thing prematurely, because you will get your face ripped off. But if you short it at the right time, the gains can be extreme. You can see that SQQQ makes huge moves to the upside once NASDAQ starts to pull back. So this is what we're looking at for SPY in the overall stock market. Let's go ahead and go into Bitcoin BTC and then wrap up this video. So Bitcoin absolutely got a nice pump to the upside. Rather bullish consolidation. You can see that we pushed to the upside here. Bullish consolidation. It looks like we're going to try to make another move to the upside. We have this higher low as well. If Bitcoin can break above 61,300 and hold that level, which we're holding right now, you're going to see a push to the upside towards 65.6K. And that is where things can start to get interesting, because we're very, very close to all-time highs. Of course, all-time high support and resistance around 69.2K and 72K. If we get above those two ranges, then Bitcoin could absolutely explode. When in doubt, zoom out. You can see that the macro is in a massive bull flag. So overall, I think that Bitcoin is consolidating, building a floor, which is going to lead to another move up. Another interesting thing is that there's a lot of fear in the crypto market right now, which means people are extremely scared. Again, do the opposite of the herd. Buy the fear and sell the greed. People are fearful right now. This is a time to accumulate BTC, in my personal opinion. Now, we did get this death cross here on the daily time frame, but that could easily turn back into a golden cross, especially if we start moving towards that 65K range. Now, what I'm looking for BTC is to hold 61.3K, and that's going to let me know that Bitcoin is back in the game. Bitcoin is still the leader, so altcoins hasn't really taken off, so we haven't had that altcoin season. I am still very, very bullish on Ethereum and altcoins, but we haven't had that altcoin season yet. I think once Bitcoin makes another move up and passes all-time highs, that's when altcoin season will kick in. But I'm extremely bullish on cryptocurrency, as it is a developing industry. Literally with the ETFs, more and more ETFs are coming out, more and more money coming into the space. I believe we're going to look back 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and say, damn, I wish I bought more BTC. crypto and other items like that. So this is what I'm looking at for the overall stock and crypto market. This was your daily outlook and prediction. I appreciate each and every one of you. We made a lot of sales inside of the merch store. You can check out the merch store. I'm rocking some of it right now. Link down in the comment section and description below. But if you want to support the channel for absolutely free, just hit that like button and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I appreciate if you watch to the end, because so few people watch to the end, and it really, really helps me out. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate you if you watch to the end of the video. Again, leave a comment down below. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.